Welcome to today's episode at TSARP. I'm your host, Andrew Weir, and today, like most days, our wonderful co-host Sam is here.
I'm here almost every day.
I know, I said like most the time, because most of the time you're here. So today, lots of things to talk about. When is there not lots of things to talk about? So, as we get closer to the MS Hackathon, more and more things are being released. Today, primarily, Dev is now more AI than he has ever been. Dev, it's been speculated that he's really ChatGPT in the past, and actually, he confirmed that he was when we asked him at the hackathon. He said, "I am." But today he started speaking in binary and hasn't gone back. He specifically said that he blames Mr. Ferrara for this. But none of that is confirmed. But that did come out of his binary speaking head. Uh, or binary speaking microchip. So yeah, I mean, everyone's really getting into the theme, getting into the story. Maybe Sam, I'll have you make me and Steven and you a new profile picture, because we will be there. We need to get into the festivities. Sam, are you going to be wearing a costume?
You know it.
Oh, God.
I haven't actually got one picked out, so I probably have to do that.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be wearing anything special. But all my KidOYO merch. Yeah, nothing to go with the theme. I'll definitely be wearing a ton of KidOYO merch. That's 100%. I'll bring my hackathon mouse pad. I'll get it all going. As of this moment, it has not been permitted that we do a live stream, but it has not been denied. So as of this moment, we're moving forward with the live stream and
if we don't
getting
ask
everything.
Can't get denied.
Well, we asked the question. We
Never
just
mind.
didn't get an answer, really.
Never mind.
So we're moving forward with it. If something happens, we do have permission from the Hopog people, but if the KidOYO people, so far what it seems like is Eagle Watch, the people running the main live stream are totally okay with it. So as of this moment, we're moving forward. I'll put the link in the description, so you guys can check it out, get ready. I basically will say this. We're going to take a more technical and TSARP way of the whole hackathon, and Eagle Watch in the main live stream is going to have a more, clean cut interviews and just kind of well-rounded, and we'll just primarily been very professional. We'll be mainly focusing on the coding and the strategy and really analyzing the map. That's really what's going on. If we have a dead time in our live stream because we're doing something there in person, go over to theirs. If theirs is somehow down, come over to ours. We don't really care. We just figured it would be kind of fun to do it, and if anyone was interested. So we're doing it. It's exciting. Of course, if something does happen, if someone says, no, sorry, this is in the way, we can't do it, or there's a problem with the live stream, of course, we won't be able to do it. But as of this moment, it seems like we can. So that's exciting. Steven and I have been working a lot on getting everything smoothed out. Sam has been working on kind of the art for the live stream. We're thinking of having some transitions, I kind of want a loading screen too, counting down, the stream will start in whatever, 5 minutes. So that will be cool. We are going to be helping set up in the morning, so the live stream, the time right now is 9:30. If it starts any later, because we were busy getting the teams ready and stuff, or we primarily will start it hopefully before the game starts and be okay, opening ceremonies now, we'll show you that and not talk, because we don't want to be talking while they're announcing the teams and stuff like that, so there will be breaks when we won't be talking like that. So that's what we're doing. I know that there was a junior hackathon practice today for Hopog. I assume the other teams have been practicing every day. I mean, That's one tip for your team is to practice every day. Another tip, I figured, I was like, should we title this "Tips for the Hackathon"? Or I don't really think that's what we're going to title it. But here's some tips if you want them. Bring a mouse pad, always helpful. Bring an external keyboard and mouse, especially in Hatch. Use a mouse, because you don't want to cramp up your fingers trying to use the trackpad. Yeah, if you can, bring another laptop. I know that we do that a lot. Um, Most of the teams, I think all the teams use Chromebooks, from their school. So anything you can do to improve on that setup. There will be power cords and power outlets there, so I recommend bringing a charger. Charge it to full the night before and bring a charger. Um, yeah, I mean that's the main stuff. Sam, you got any other tips?
Not that I can share that will make us lose.
That will make us lose? That won't make us lose.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No strategy tips here. Just like preparing for the hackathon. Get a good night's sleep. Eat a good breakfast. That's really one.
We're kidding. Be malnourished.
Oh God. Cancelled headline. Sam from TSARP wants everyone to be malnourished. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I didn't eat a good breakfast. I did have a good night's sleep though. What I did for the sixth grade hackathon last year was watch a movie having to do with the theme. The theme was pirates, and I think I watched a pirate movie. I don't remember. I didn't do that for the steampunk one because there's not a lot of good steampunk movies that I was interested in. If that's gonna help you, if you want to watch a computer movie, there's a lot of fun like computer movies, I guess you could say, like hacking movies, so you could do that. I don't know. Those are my tips. Here are Andrew Weir's 5 tips to success in a hackathon. I didn't count them. Probably more than 5.
Wow.
So yeah. There was a bunch of stuff yesterday we had to talk about, but when I start like talking, I will forget some of the stuff. So primarily what I forgot yesterday was the CDP. I forgot to talk about what the CDP was.
Yeah.
We talked about the CDP, like how it was kind of vague, but we never gave the exact, like, this is what it is. So I guess I'll do that now. One thing though is we're not in CCDU. I know some people were wondering that. Even though we're at the hackathon, we're not on a team. We are not competing for Hopog. Let me say that. I don't think anyone was confused by that though. And we don't have access to the map. But we do have the CDP since we have a team competing, so we just saw it from them. So I guess now I'll say the CDP is life on a chip starts by miniaturizing yourself/team, provide a visual demonstration of your team's consciousness and likeness being uploaded into nanobot form for exploration and conquest of life on a chip. Project should showcase your team's journey from people to nanobots as you arrive on the chip and prepare to help your LED capital territory brighten the world. So, of course, again, this is more vague than the steampunk one. It's kind of like for steampunk, they said a Rube Goldberg machine to launch you into space. So you knew I need a rocket, or maybe not. Maybe you wanted to kind of abstract it away and be like, hey, how about a slingshot, So you could kind of go out of the box with that. This is very like thinking outside the box because you have to be like, what's a cool way that I can, shrink myself into nanobot form and not even really shrink, but upload your conscience. Wow, this is hard to say. I messed up the first time. But into the nanobot, form. So of course it's more kind of like outside the box, but I think that's great. And I said it yesterday, as you get into these lower grades, they kind of have this more energetic, creative thinking that I guess as you get older, you kind of lose. But yeah, so I think it's cool having a really vague description. So what I did notice though is there are a lot of things that the steampunk CDP and now the life on a chip CDP share. Both of them are getting your team ready. getting your team to where the hackathon takes place, right? So for the steampunk, you are getting to the moon. The moon is where the hackathon starts. Here, you're getting onto that motherboard, onto that chip. These are new things we're really seeing. Last year, I know the Pirate CDP for the 6th grade hackathon was more like, I keep saying 6th grade for that. That was technically 4th, 5th, and 6th, but our team only does 6th. So if that confuses you, now it's not going to be a problem because now the MS hackathon is just 6th, but last year it was UE and it was completely different. But yeah, so last year's UE hackathon was pirates, and you had to make a sea shanty. So that was kind of just like a fun activity. This is really like, hey, it's before the hackathon. How are you going to get your team to the hackathon before it starts? So that's a cool thing that I think they started doing. As we get into the MS hackathon next week, and the high school hackathon 2 weeks after that, we're definitely, I wonder how many patterns will really reveal themselves. Because 2 hackathons is not really enough data to start making patterns, but once you get 3 and 4, we can really see the similarities. So yeah, that's the CDP that I totally forgot to say yesterday. I love that. We were so busy talking about the theme and about the map and about the whole life on a chip thing, and we're like, oh yeah, CDPs. So yeah, so that's exciting. I've seen kind of what the 6th grade team has been working on. I think it's all pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see their finished products. Thursday is the deadline. Thursday 9 a.m. I believe. So get those done. You still have tomorrow. You still have Thursday before 9 a.m. So yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Today go ahead, Sam.
I just said yeah.
Oh. I know that the MS hackathon for our team was printing out their banner today. Sam helped with that because he had experience from making for the junior team. So the banner was already made for the MS team, but they just needed to print it into a physical form. And Sam had experience like with increasing the PPI. That's what it is.
DPI, PPI, and yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all confusing. Acronyms I'm not really familiar with, but Sam, the graphic artist, is. So, actually, word from Dev. I just got word from Dev. So I had responded to Dev saying that Mr. Ferrara making him speak in binary makes a lot of sense. But he replied, "Are you sure?" So I guess not. Maybe this is a plot twist. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Ferrara. I blame Miss Thompson.
Same. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I really like when they get into character. You know, Dev created a new logo for himself. I know in the past that Mentor Jinx had created those logos. I don't know if this one was by Mentor Jinx or by Dev. I haven't mentioned this before, but Mentor Jinx actually has a pretty cool website. I don't know how many people have found it. I don't really know how much of a public thing it's meant to be. It's titled My Website Too, and the domain is jinx.oyosite.com. It's cool because it has like all of Dev's logos, URL to QRL code converter, color by code palette, like color palette. You have all the exact hexes for the color by code things, all of KidOYO's logos, all of KidOYO's theme colors. It's a very small website, but I think it's a cool resource that not a lot of people know about. If you're trying to do a KidOYO thing or take a Dev logo, you know, if you're making a game with Dev in it, all of his logos from the Pirate Hackathon and the what was high school? I forget.
I don't know.
Up there too. He's got an Iron Man, a Santa, a Power Ranger. Yeah, if you're working like on a game, a KidOYO game, which has actually come to mind before. I have a few ideas for games we could make about KidOYO. This is your GimKit news for the day, you know, because now we talk about GimKit. I was thinking we could make a GimKit KidOYO crossover map. I don't know, the random thoughts that come to my mind throughout the day.
I'll work on it right now.
Oh God, pit stop during our GimKit section of the day. Today is the last day you can get the GimKit original origin token trail
No.
from the item shop.
Wow.
Why did we become a GimKit podcast? I don't know, but that was your GimKit news for the day for all those people that care so much. So yeah, basically that was my mentor Jinx's website. A shout out. Also, KidOYO has a text to binary, binary to text, binary to hex, and hex to binary converter. Who knew? There's also a custom one, which I don't really know what that does. You can add things. It's kind of confusing, too much for my brain. You could add bits. Oh, I kind of get it. It's like because binary is like a 2-number system. Maybe there's 3. I don't really know. But like a base 3, because binary is base 2. Maybe you have a base 3 or something, and you want to make a custom converter. It's a very versatile tool. I just don't really know how to use it. It goes into kind of an explanation on what is binary and what is hex. Are we gonna link this in the description now? I don't know. I've been putting funny descriptions. Well, I thought was funny in the episodes recently, because I used to just copy and paste our main description, but now I've been putting funny ones in. If you even want to call them funny. So far, I've put what if TSARP was a blog dash shower thoughts Andrew Weir 2023 or something.
So funny.
I think I also thanks Sam. I think I also did what was the one before that? Oh, does anyone read these? I don't know. I've just been being creative with them. So today we'll put a real description in there with links and stuff. So yeah, I know this one was a long one, but again, there's stuff to talk about. Tomorrow is the day before the hackathon. I believe that today is hackathon eve. Is that correct? Tomorrow's hackathon eve. Yeah,
I think
that's correct. And then of course, 2 days from now is hackathon eve, and 3 days is the hackathon. I'm not the best with math. I don't know if you've all noticed that. Yeah, tomorrow. So 2 days from now is Hackathon Eve. Then tomorrow is Hackathon Eve, and today is Hackathon Eve. It's great. And of course Friday is the hackathon. If you didn't know, the KidOYO MS KidOYO Code Conquest OYO class MS division. I was trying to make that acronym as long as I could because it's kind of funny how long it is sometimes. Like they do like the KidOYO Code Conquest, MS Division, Hackathon. Yeah, it kind of gets wild at times.
yeah, it does.
But yeah, that's Friday, and thank you all for listening, and we will see you tomorrow on Hackathon Eve. Bye-bye.
Bye.